Hey, good day, good morning to you. I hope it's a good day. I just want to continue on the video I did yesterday between got to do with calcium and magnesium. So I thought it can be so much of responsible of me to share this because I don't want to just give things out there. What I just want to remind you is that please, if you know you have health issues, it's very very important before you start any supplement or any regime. It got to do with maybe diet. It might be got to do with detox program that you want to follow. I know there's so much information going around, regarding fitness, wellness, health wise, as much as we could think of. And for me, on the past 4 years, I have shifted my mind, I've shifted myself from just spending a lot of time looking at fitness. Look, I want to remind you, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not even having a degree in medical. But what I know, I'm in nutrition and weight management. And I remember I did adrenogenic and supplements when I was starting to do exercise science back in South Africa. So it's not the first time I come into the supplement world. We have done it. We have done a lot of, I've done a lot of researches and studies, and I like the fact that every time I do a video or if I'm going to come and share information with you, I spend a lots and lots of time listening to medical practitioners, the people who have 35, 25 years practicing, seeing different scenarios of cases happening. So look, all these supplements you hear about, they are good, but the problem is that not every person will be qualified to take certain supplements. And I say, if you can eat, you don't need supplements. If you can take food and you eat every day and you can reduce your stress, you can benefit more from supplements, because cortisol is the one most of the leading of the researches that I go through. If we look at the studies being done regarding supplements, regarding exercise, you see a lot of time cortisol coming in, or stress is something that keep on coming often when the medical practitioners, they discuss about it. So yesterday, the video I did, I was just telling you about the RDA of things, how much you should be taking. But listen, it varies from person to person, and then that's why for me it's very very important when I create a program for clients. It might be nutrition, it might be anything they think they want to maximize their health. It have to be specific, relevant for that, and I have to look at their dietary intake. What are they eating? Are they eating enough vegetables? Are they taking any kind of supplement can interfere with? Are they taking any medication? These are the things that, like, if you're taking strong medication like antibiotics, you need to make sure that you are taking it at least 3 to 4 hours before the food. And I can tell you today, there's a lot of people who are taking antibiotics and even without aiding the digestive enzymes or having the antibiotics, because anti means it's going to remove good and bad. So sometimes the antibiotic might see some of the bacteria, the enzyme in the body, as a foreign object in the body, and then you might find it's not true, because they are meant to attack certain kind of bacteria, but not always they will be right. So that's why it's very important to have the pre and the probiotic when you take this kind of supplements. But that's not the case. Today we just want to speak about calcium. Calcium, it's a very sensitive subject. Keep on taking milk and all this stuff. They can help you, but I just want to look at your case where you are. That's very very important. So yesterday I spoke between max of 1,500, but it will be people for maybe who have health condition, and I believe they should be supervised by a medical practitioner or somebody who's qualified in coaching, or it should be a wellness nutrition coach who can oversee the doses of that. Like for my clients, a lot of time I in conjunction with their doctors, or and ask them a lot of questions. They look at their supplements, read and count the food. I have a chart that I use to tick them. Now I'm started doing a chart now where the clients, they can tick, like if they take 1 cup of spinach, we know that they're gonna get this much of zinc, this much of iron, this much of this. It's very very important to understand, because once you start combining all this food, they have nutrients inside, and then if they're not being used properly, that's why you might find people who process a lot of fast food, they now start taking a lot of supplements, because the nutrition or the nutrients value is not enough in their body. So when it comes to this, we speak about exercise and calcium in prevention of osteoporosis. Is it exercise or calcium work in preventing osteoporosis, or to help you in that? So the studies have proved time and again it's good. It helps calcium. Don't get me wrong. I told you there's some people who might need it. But when you do a calcium, you need to know that it does not go alone, because it can go on your arteries, it can stay on your joints, and you need K2 to help you to remove it out of your veins, arteries. That's why some people, they might find themselves, their arteries, they are clotted with blood and stuff, because K2, it helps to remove the calcium out of your body. And the good thing, or the thing that I could think of, not every person might need 1005. It depends on where we are. And then even when we age, this thing of taking a lot of calcium, thinking that is going to prevent osteoporosis or maybe osteomalacia, is not the case. Arthritis as well, all these things, sarcopenia, they come in these variations based on your lifestyle. So I would say that what you can do, exercise is the best formula that you can help to start now looking at fixing the osteoporosis, because it's intense. It's to build those muscles, is to build that marrow inside, the bones, because the stronger you have, more your marrow it is. It's a kind of autoimmune disease. It's starting in the marrows. You could see that's why marrows, I take the marrows, because that's where the red blood cells and all this stuff they are. So, but I don't want to go deeper into that stuff, but I just want to speak about helping yourself to prevent osteoporosis if you are not doing any kind of exercise or kind of impact. Trampoline has been proven one of those kind of thing you can do it a lot, because the intense is good one compared to the floor, where you hit the floor. The shock, it might be too strong for your bones sometimes. Some people, it might create problem for their back and for their joints. So I'll say if you can have trampoline can be a good way to start now, helping the joints to form, to create a strong bond, and to increase the density of the bones. And that's why it's very important, as much as we age, to start now doing a lot of resistance training. I'll show you something that happened with some women, not all. I need to be specific, please. I'm not generalizing. I'm just saying it in proper way, so you don't think I think maybe some women are ignored. So I want to talk about exercise. Some women, when coming to exercise, they exercise for hours and hours. Imagine now, you exercise for hours, you have already stress in your body, which your cortisol is up here. Now, what you do is you keep on exercising. You already now increase your estrogen. That's why you might find a lot of people find time they struggle to recover, and because there's no way anything coming down, because you have oxidative stress in your body, you have cortisol happening, you have estrogen dominance. If in the worst scenario, if you have high androgens in your body, where you find you are growing hair from nowhere, or you have lots of acne skin, you don't know where they're coming. Exercise they can contact, but the best exercise I can think of, if you want to go, women, especially when coming to calcium, that and magnesium, how they work, they can work better when you do things like high intense interval training. Just spend 15 minutes, just do intense exercise, just 1 minute, or we can do maybe 20 seconds, rest for 10 seconds. It's kind of like a Tabata workout. Or you can do maybe, but these are people who are fit. If you are fit, you can go maybe on a treadmill. You can maybe run for 30 seconds, come off 30 seconds. But if you're really, really super fit and you want to spend 5 minutes, I can show you the lifespan you can do. Maybe you can do kind of a Tabata workout where you do 20 seconds, 10 seconds off, 20 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 minutes you do that, you are out of the gym. I promise you, you can try it 3 times and let's see how you feel. But if you're going to sleep properly, if you're going to eat properly, you're going to, looking at calcium to increase and get all this calcium and magnesium is going to be coming from your broccoli. If you're going to do kale, if you're going to do spinach, all these green stuff, they have all these nutrients you need. And if you don't know how to do this, I will say to use them on the shake. If you are lazy to eat the vegetable, go on the shakes. Froze your vegetable, throw them in the fridge, put them in the blender, throw a little bit of maybe coconut, it can be olive oil, it can be coconut oil, throw those things so you can be able to function much better. So these are the things I could think of for you if you are thinking of. And then other thing I want to suggest for you, have put vitamin D3 and K and vitamin and K2, I think. Those are the best things I can recommend you, because when you use K2, when you're taking calcium, it helps to remove, I told you, it helps to remove the calcium out of your arteries and all the joints so it doesn't get to be rusty. So this is something you can look at. Is the Sorry about there's been phone calls coming in. I'm trying to cut me out. So if you are listening, this is very, very important, because not all the supplements are meant for every person, especially if you're eating healthy or exercising. That sometimes you might cause a problem. So you need to get a nutrition, or you need somebody who can coach you and look at those problems you have or those things you're trying to achieve, so we can analyze them. So when coming to exercise, I will say it again and again, is the best way to prevent osteoporosis, is the best way to look in your best shape, is the best way you can feel, when you're in your clothes, you feel like naked, and people, they look at you like, wow, look at your lines, look at this. It's not the supplements that are going to fix the problem, because now we are concentrating more on the supplement. The supplements are good for people who are busy, they live a stressful life. It helps them. But if you are not busy, you can eat. You don't need supplements. But that's why I coach people who like nutrition is all over the place. Maybe they're highly stressed environment. Those are the people who need supplementation a lot of time, especially for people who sometimes they might have a little bit of high stress level environment. They might need things like magnesium. And other thing you have to remember, things like iron is like calcium. These are very, very complex supplements. You always have to be supervised. Like copper is one of those things you have to always be supervised, because if you can take too much of it, can interfere with what we're trying to do. So I hope I have highlighted you between calcium and exercise. Which one will be the best form of building or prevent osteoporosis? I will say the best way to prevent osteoporosis, it will be exercise compared to taking calcium, a lot of it. I will say never take more than 500 mg of calcium, unless if you have a certain condition. I will say please, if maybe it's from your doctor, it's way better. But if not sure, consult with a health practitioner, contact the medical doctor who can help you, or contact a nutritionist or somebody who's clinically qualified to do, or it might be a person like me as a health coach. Understand the supplements I do recommend only if you have kind of a crisis going on, to address those needs. But other than that, if you can eat and get food and exercise, I don't see any need for anyone to bring supplements in place if you can get some of the stuff. So I don't want to go long. If you know you are missing your nutrition value and you don't know, it's all over the place, you don't know how to get around it. So this is the time you can talk with me. I can help you. I can coach you to get your nutrition place, the nutrients that you can get that you think you've been missing. Maybe you're not sleeping okay, you don't know what to do. Like sea salt is the most powerful thing with water you can mix if you're struggling with the sleep, and take them. They are good in helping you to relax your nerve, because it have trace minerals, manganese as well, and magnesium. They're most powerful thing you can get in things like sea salt. So I hope I have wrapped up some few things you might have to think about, or you're not sure how to handle them. So thank you very much for watching this video, and my name is Daniel, the South African boy in the house, the Dubai boy in the house. I love you very much, and please, if this video hit home, love it, share it, comment below. I would love to hear from you what you would like to hear or see me presenting. If you just walk in now, please play this video. It might be very, very important to you if you are taking a lot of calcium, or you're taking calcium, you don't know why you're taking it. This video is going to help you. Yes, it's short, but if you want to talk more about it, give me an inbox and let's talk more about your nutrition value. Let me coach you. Let me help you. Let me maximize your health. It's not fitness, is something else. Let's talk about nutrition value, optimizing your brain, your health into another level. I can pick you up more 10 times where you are, because you need nutrition value and supplements that they can help you to where you lack of. So thank you very much, and you take care, and see you in a bit. Bless you.